Okay.
Recording in progress.
Okay, well, welcome to Summit Center Summers. Okay, let's start over. Welcome to Summit Center for Spiritual Living, where we share universal good through love. And I am going to light a candle that happens to have two wicks. The first wick represents God, Creator, the all that is. The second one represents us as community. And whenever we gather together, we shine a greater light. Okay, so, anyways, John, how about doing the first song?
All right, here we are together. Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to turn on my, wait a second, let's stop that. I got to turn on this musician's sound. I forget that for some reason. All right. Where'd it go? There, it moved on me. There we go. All right. Here we are for being together, for good, for better, forever. Here we are together, for being, for good, better. Here we are for healing together, for good, for better, forever. Here we are together, for healing, for good, for better. Here we are for wisdom together, for good, for better, forever. Here we are together, for wisdom, for good, for better. Here we are for joy together, for good, for better, forever. Here we are together, for joy, for good, for better. Here we are.
Thank you, John. Appreciate that. All right. So, like I was saying, Carol Ann is supposed to be our speaker today, but she's having problems with the computer. So, like I said, she might get to join us in a little while with her phone, but if not, we're going to be doing a discussion today. with a topic that she gave me to use, which I think is great.
Okay.
So, and it's a good topic. All right. So next week will be John Miller as our speaker. And then I think I said the second, right? And you're doing the third, Michael, is that right? Or is it just the opposite? You're the second, I'm the third. Okay, I'll be doing the third. We didn't decide on a fourth one yet, but we'll wait. We got a couple of weeks to decide on that. So somebody will be doing the fourth. And so that's pretty much what's going on for us for right now. Michael, when do you leave again for your next place?
Yeah, so I'm not going until can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not going until my next time is October, so I'm not going until then.
Oh,
beginning
okay.
of October.
All right. Okay,
So you're stuck with me for a month.
Oh my God. Wow.
You're doing a lot of traveling there, man.
Why are we getting echoing? Do you have on your echo suppression or anything, or off, I should say, or I turned on my original. Okay, so maybe you check your settings, make sure that echo cancellation is on. So basically that's it. Even though I'm got my original sound for musicians on, it turned it off. Why is that?
Okay, so you're saying I'm echoing?
Yes, you were echoing.
Okay, I will work on that.
Yes, please, thank you. Okay. All right. So, anyways, why is my original sound for musicians off when it says on when I pull it up? Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay. Anyways, that's pretty much what's going on. So today, what we're going to be talking about, since we're going to be doing a discussion, it's going to be about silent walking. Okay. So you'll see what it's all about if you don't know it already. Okay. So, John, you want to lead us into meditation? You're on mute, John.
Am I better?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't hear it through the yeah. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, John, I think you're still on mute.
Well, for some reason, it's telling me my microphone is not working. I'm holding it back in anyway, because the one that's built into my computer isn't very good. Well, I don't. We'll give it a shot. I don't know why there's problems every week with basically the equipment here.
I think our biggest problem is we just don't know. We're not computer savvy.
Challenge people, I guess.
Right.
Oh,
Can't hear you, John.
really?
Yeah, I can't hear you. So let me.
You can't hear me?
Not the music.
We can't hear your music, John.
And you seem very. You know what? I'm changing now. See if that makes a difference. I just changed to live performance. See if that helps.
I don't know what's going on. Everything seems to be frozen. I turned everything off, and it's still telling me low system resources. I cleared a whole bunch of photos.
See, that's the same ghost that Caroline has.
Yeah.
It's that low systems resource. So
yeah, I did look it up and tried to do some of the things it said at, can you hear this?
Yes, that we did hear.
Barely.
Healing, healing, love, healing, love, healing, love. Beautiful love, beautiful love, beautiful love, beautiful love. Source of life, source of real, source of all, source to heal. Graceful love, graceful love, graceful love, graceful love. Healing love, healing love, healing love, healing love.
And as we gather together, knowing that there really is only one healing love, I recognize spirit for what spirit is, which is love, light, life, beauty, power, joy, wisdom. I'm missing one, but anyways, it's all the wonderful things of spirit. Everything that is attributes of spirit is ours. We are love and light and life and beauty and joy, power and peace and wisdom. We are all of those things because spirit is in us and through us and as us. So therefore, we are that, not just a part of that, we are that as well. Smaller scale, maybe, but we are that. So knowing that that happens, that we are peace and love and light and joy and beauty and wisdom, all of those wonderful things, I now speak my word for Summit Center for Spiritual Living. I know that today is a wonderful day, that each and every person that is here today is extremely blessed. I'm grateful for John doing the music. I am grateful for all the good that is happening right here and right now. I know that for those who could not be here, that they are still being blessed in a very special way, Carol Ann, for sure. And that anybody else that sees us on Facebook or the other, or New Thought Media Network, we just know that they're being blessed in a very special way. So for that, I give thanks. I give thanks for Hannah doing the Facebook feed for us, for John doing the music, for each and every one of us just participating today. But I also give thanks for the opportunity to be able to share this beautiful knowledge, this beautiful wisdom, this beautiful aspect of spirit that is in us, through us, and as us. So I now release my word into the law, knowing that it is done, and so it is. Amen.
Of real force healing love. Healing love. Healing love. Healing love.
Thank you, John. And as you open your eyes, just please take a moment to look into your camera and just try to see the magnificent, beautiful being that is you and us and spirit. So, all right. It's always great to see everybody. Again, this is my favorite part of the whole service, that few minutes right here, right now. Okay. So, thank you all. So, we're going to be talking about silent walking. And it looks like when I pulled this up, the information I pulled up, it was done on today. She might have seen it on the Today Show, but it's a new trend. They call it "What is silent walking?" It's a new viral workout, the latest viral workout. Um, so, anyways, it's always great to be able to spend time outdoors or whatever. But what is silent walking? Silent walking began trending earlier this summer after a TikTok creator, Mandy Mayo, posted about advice she received from her nutritionist to walk for 30 minutes a day instead of doing insane cardio like she used to. That suggestion was followed by another from her boyfriend, who challenged her not to listen to a podcast, music, or anything else while she did so. So no music, no nothing, just straight walk. So what followed was a horde of people posting across social media about their experiences of walking daily, and no distraction. So it kicked off a movement, and it's kind of the Zen Buddhists have done this forever. It's not anything new. It's just that people are so used to social media and so much noise in their head all the time that they don't know how to just be quiet, how to just listen. So I bring out the discussion is, um, one, can you be in the silence without the music, without anything? Chance to be able to be out in nature is even better when you can do it. And what might be the benefits of that? So I am asking, anybody would like to comment?
Well, I do it all the time. I walk. I used to walk alone, but lately I've been walking with my friends and their dogs. I told you Michelle has 2 little dogs now, right? I
Right.
the other night. But still, even while walking with friends, there's a little conversation and also some silence. It's really nice to be silent in the woods and observe the sounds and the beauty and the animals. If you see the birds, the bees, the dragonflies, butterflies, and all that. But also, you can sit in your yard. I sit out in the backyard at times, sometimes on the front porch, and look up and down the street quietly. But yeah, I live alone. I was an only child, so I do have distractions or, things to listen to. I listen to the radio. I listen to and watch videos out loud on the internet and so on. I don't have a TV, but I also spend quiet time. In the morning, I meditate in my easy chair and sit in the backyard and meditate. And I like Zen, in fact, and Zen is being aware, basically.
Wonderful. Anybody else have a comment or question or?
Yeah, I think that again, it's what's new is old. The whole idea of and being mindful of and using your walking time, again, being in the silence without your cell phone and things like that. It's I my knee has been bothering me, my left knee, so I've been it's been interesting to walk, especially when I did the conference walking a couple of weeks ago. I mean, I was just, so I'm gonna try that, and I'm gonna, leave my cell phone, on silent, or at least to have it for the time, and then just, not just be by myself. When Diana brought up the topic, I always remember about we had a member, and I don't know if Diana remembers this, but we had a member who just could not meditate. That every time that they tried to get silent, it drove them nuts. And so, yeah, it's being in the silence with yourself for me is very, I'm able to do that now without distract. I'm able just to be, and again I credit that to hanging around Carol Ann, that able just to be in presence and stillness, because it's all within me. So it's interesting again that there's the trend of silent walking, that again it's Thich Nhat Hanh, walking meditation. The Buddhists have done it for centuries. So I think that again, just being with oneself, and so my so what happens when it seems like you can't quiet your mind? Well, you notice it and just keep just keep doing your meditation. You notice the chatter, don't fight it, and then just keep your meditation, whether it's walking, whether it's breathing, and just notice it. You may notice trends. However, again, if you keep doing it, what'll happen is that the mind will quiet. And one of the ways of doing that is to getting into the heart, getting out of the head and into the heart. I do a form of meditation through my Christian mysticism group, where we practice. It's called whole body awareness, but we practice being in the heart, and then grounding into the earth, and then coming back up the body into the womb. The womb is also the place of the subconscious. The ancients have known that through the solar plexus, that they believe that was the entrance point to the subconscious. And then the meditation continues, going back into the heart and then going into the head and noticing whatever reaction is there. Usually, at least for me, what happens is the head quiets. And so I don't know if it's from years of meditation or what, but it's nice. It's nice just to be silent without everything. I know even in the car, usually, I usually don't have the radio on. I usually just be with myself. And if that's something that's foreign to people who are watching, or to anyone, is that, give it a try. It does not have to be for hours. If you can try it for like 5 minutes. Also, walking meditation. There's also a book by progressive commentator Thom Hartmann about walking and healing. Is that using walking is that you can work through stuff. What they do in EDMR. That's where they do flashing lights when you have an emotion. So you can do that also with your feet. Again, it's the same thing. It's meditation. It's being with oneself. And I found that was interesting, where she the nutritionist said, don't do all that crazy cardio. Go out there and walk. Just walk. And again, the boyfriend going, well, do it without your cell phone. That's interesting. I think that's words of wisdom. I think that. So thank you.
I mentioned the fact that the cell phone is radiating.
But John, I can't hear you.
He said this cell phone, the radiation from the cell phone is not good for you, basically, as well. So,
right.
But Kyle, did you or Hannah want to comment? I mean, I have a couple more things I can share here on this.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Hannah doesn't have on her, so okay. So, what it says here is that I just had it up here a second ago. Okay, so they suggest that even not being with your friends or neighbors or whatever when you do the walk, because it should just be you. And but for like John, who has an opportunity to be around people for a change, that's probably a good thing too. So just the opposite, because he's by himself all the time. But while you're walking, focus on your feelings, breathing in the surrounding beauty. Be mindful of each breath and each step. Listen to the sounds of the nature around you. Feel the gratitude for the sun kissing your skin, and use the time for reflection. Is what they suggest. If you're not able to walk very far and doesn't or do not have access to nature, know that you can do a silent walk anywhere. For those who live in cities who you can still engage in a silent walk. Your environment doesn't necessarily need to be silent, but you do. Like right now, I'm hearing a lawnmower outside. But that doesn't matter if I'm just being silent and noticing my feelings and noticing the moment and just paying attention to what is going on within me makes a big difference. So you can find a reflective sit spot, either outside or inside, where you sit quietly in nature for at least 20 minutes. Ideally, nature's the best place to do all this. Simply noticing what you notice. And then the health benefits of silent walking, including reducing stress, increased energy and resilience, and a deeper connection of yourself, lowers your heart, lowers your blood pressure and your heart rate. Silent walking allows your mind to shift into a different mode of rest and focus. Um, and they often say that sleep is not the only form of rest. When we do the silent walking or this taking this silence, that's a form of rest too, because we're allowing our mind to just quiet down and open up to other possibilities. But it's a wonderful way of doing things. And also, besides lowering your anxiety, it lowers your anxiety, and it helps your self-awareness. So all we do is multitask. Every one of us are always multitasking, it seems like. And to stop multitasking, even if it's only for 20 minutes, 30 minutes a day, just taking that silence time is so important. Okay, so I don't know where are we at on time.
Really about self-observation.
Right.
You can't find a silent time in your head, you know, when thoughts just streaming along. Well, you can observe them and think like, why am I thinking that, or where does this thought come from? You know, like dreams too. You're always, learn something from observing your dreams and trying to say, why did that happen, or what situation was this, and what was it? What lesson can I find in it, or into something? And you mentioned multitasking. Well, even some of the tasks that are routine, you can be. Well, for example, when I'm working at the wheatgrass plant, watering the trays of little cat grass or pet grass, I mean, it's a routine thing, putting it in the water, putting it up on the, draining it, putting it up on the shelf to drain more. And meanwhile, I can be thinking about, or, just meditating on other things, gardening, when I'm not like plucking the little, it's called suckering, where you pluck the little leaves that are forming in between the V's of your tomato plant, so it doesn't form more stems when you're trying to get fruit instead of too much stem anymore. Those kind of things are easily done while meditating. Garden meditation, you might call it.
Yeah, so you definitely can still be in that silence, even though you might be doing other things. But it's a physical thing. But it's always, you exactly, whether it's gardening, washing dishes.
Yeah.
It's a something that I have to do every day. I might as well. I may not enjoy it so much, but I might as well. But there's some good things about. Sometimes I'll think about this while I'm doing the dishes, and I'm blessing the water that is going down, as the water in general, that grateful for it, and then also blessing it, that even though it's being drained, that it's going out and it's being, going to be used for even more things. um, Grateful that I now have a clean dish. you know um, it can be very meditative at times. uh, and then you were saying too, sometimes uh, the dreams, sometimes I'll be just sitting. Well, I don't know if I necessarily have on the television or not, but all of a sudden this crazy look or some face or something that I know is not real, or this thought comes up in my mind, and like, what? Where in the world did that come from? I have no idea. And sometimes I have to just say, okay, that's enough. I don't need to, whether it's good or bad. If it's good, I don't mind it. But when it's something that is just like, where did that come from? Then I'm like, okay. But later on, sometimes I figure it out, and sometimes it was just something. Who knows what it was? Wasn't anything important. It just came up in my mind. So,
Well,
okay.
actually, I think that we're actually antennas. There's a lot of frequencies out there. I think we can get some of the video programming between the towers that come to our brains sometimes. I see videos in my mind that are not the same as dreams. There's actually broadcasting something.
I think you may be right, Michael.
Well, no, I just think the whole idea of us again just being silent, in that uh, the as far as with the multitasking goes, at least the articles and things I've read, is that the researchers are finding that it's better to be in the moment with whatever task that you're doing rather than thinking about other things. Yeah. That you are more efficient when you are in the moment with something. Um, like for example, I when I do writing, that many times that it's just that I'm in the moment, and that it just flows, and that I don't have to uh I it's like I look up at the clock and it's like maybe 2 or 3 hours have gone. So again, I think the whole idea of us, of people, again, that of having some type of time daily where they are silent, that that's really good for not only one's mental health but also one's spiritual awareness of themselves. So I think that that's something to be, you know, something that's being brought forth. Uh, Again, a new idea, you know, that's been centuries old. So, and it's one thing, and it's interesting here around here is that I used to notice a lot more of the Nepalese walking, and I don't anymore.
Hmm.
That's interesting. I noticed some of them doing it, but I noticed that a lot of a lot of them, I don't notice them as much on East Cuyahoga Falls Avenue where I live as much. So I don't know if that's them or if that's just me not getting out enough.
I have a feeling it's that one.
Or could it be the summer? They come from, Nepal, which is a colder place high in the Himalayan mountains. Maybe they don't like
Yes. Yeah.
That's true. I never thought about it that way. It could definitely be that. Well, let's see here. It's about that time. Unless anybody has any more questions or comments they would like to add.
John, I still can't really hear you. So I don't know what else that you can do on your end. So,
Well, I'll bring the microphone closer. Does that help? Is it better
it
now?
doesn't even say, it sounds like you're coming through your computer and not through your microphone.
All right, let's see here. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it said my microphone wasn't working, so I had to switch it. Let's see if it's switched now. Oh. And every time you change the microphone, it turns off the original sound. Yeah, I don't know. I wish I wouldn't have these difficulties. It's terrible. Well, this is a song we'll recognize. Might as well rearrange my screen so it helps me perform it properly. All right, here we go. It's not too late, we're getting started, and never too soon to show the world the dream's alive. It's never parted. The time has come that it's unfurled. Now's the time to move with purpose. Now's the time to seek and find. It's not too late to make a difference. It's never too soon to raise your mind. It's not too late to be a dreamer, and never too soon to share a word. Follow your dream to where it leads you, and fly to the sky like a beautiful bird. Now's the time to move with purpose. Now's the time to seek and find. It's not too late to make a difference. It's never too soon to raise your mind. It's not too late to say I love you, and never too soon to be a friend. Become the one to touch another. You'll know you will grow and it won't end. Now's the time to move with purpose. Now's the time to rise and shine. It's not too late
to make a difference. It's never too soon to raise your mind. It's never too soon to raise your mind.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love that song. That's so much fun. So good. All right. So
And we could hear you. It was beautiful.
Yeah. Okay. So it's that time where we have the opportunity to give. And so there are ways to give. You can go to Zelle and go to SSC of Akron at gmail.com. That's SSC of Akron at gmail.com, and give that way. Or you can send a check to 1199 Lexington Avenue, Akron, Ohio 44310. If you do that, please make sure it says Summit Spiritual Center, Summit CSL, something with the word Summit on there. So, okay. So with that, I just take your, even if you don't have a physical one, just take your ties in your mind into your hands, right over top of left, and just know with me that all that we give, all that receive, all that we have is being blessed right now in a very special way. And that it is not only being sent in love, but is also going to be returned in love. 10 times or more, possible, up to 10 times or more, maybe 100 times or more. But it is done in love, and it is done in peace and joy. And it helps to Summit Centers for Spiritual Living and the truth that sets us free. So it is. Amen. Okay. More good. Thank you, John.
Good, more good is mine, and ever increasing good is mine. Unlimited, infinite good is mine. Wherever I go, I see good. Whatever I do, I feel oh so good. I'm worthy and entitled to good and more good. It crowds itself upon us, wraps itself around us. We give ourselves permission to accept more good, express more good. Oh, good, more good is ours, and ever increasing good is ours. Thank you, Spirit, and so it is.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Announcements.
Yes. So on New Thought Media Network, we have just came out a video of Reverend Dr. Michael Beckwith speaking at the Parliament of World Religions. A great video that, we were able to get really, when you have press passes, you're able to get places where you're not usually able to get. So great video. And if you want to watch that, my show's on Friday evenings. I do prayer usually Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. Again, I mentioned our wonderful gathering here on Sundays, and lots of good stuff. So so I'll leave it at that. Thank you.
John?
Yeswise.com, YESWISC. Check out my blog, and some new things are coming soon.
All right. Okay. So I don't think there's any other announcements at this point, just that next week will be John being the speaker, which will be great. And
we'll get this technology straightened out. I'm going to keep trying to make the computer work better.
Oh, hey,
John, I have a rubber hammer.
Oh.
that be willing to bring over in that you could do a technical adjustment to it?
A little softer
don't-
than Maxwell's silver hammer, I believe.
Right. Okay. So with that, let's do a moment of silence. I will ring us in and ring us out, and just know that any healing that's needed, whether it's for you, family member, co-worker, or the world, that it's being taken care of right here and right now. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
We are the people of love. We are the people of love. Sing out, people, sing out love. We are the people of love. We are the people of peace. We are the people of peace. Sing out, people, sing out peace. We are the people of peace. We are the people of joy. We are the people of joy. Sing out, people, sing out joy. We are the people of joy. We are the people of love. We are the people of love. Sing out, people, sing out love. We are the people of love. We are the people of love.
All right. Thank you, everyone. And